Welcome, everyone. This is Wesley Luster. We're on Integrated OKC. Today, I'm speaking with a painter by the name of Keith Luke. What's up, Keith? How you doing, brother?
Good. How are you?
Doing well, man.
Good.
Thank you for coming today.
I appreciate it. Appreciate the invite.
Yeah, of course. We've been over here enjoying the views right now. It's a beautiful day.
It is.
So, man, tell me a little bit about what you do. What you paint, sculpt, draw. You know, for the people who don't know, give us a little intro of who you are.
Okay. I mean, basically, I was a charcoal artist. I hated paints. I hated crayons. I think I'd use Prismacolors like in high school, but I usually would just draw with charcoal. You know, I let that go. Graduated with 95, and I remember my art teacher used to always say, "Why don't you expand a little bit? Why don't you try painting?" I was like, "Nah, I'm not with it." You know. That stayed in the back of my head. Long story short, my daughter, she had paints in her closet from like 7th or 8th grade. This was like in 2021. I said, you know what? I'm gonna mess with them. There's little bottles of acrylics. So I started doing landscapes. I did probably 3 or 4 landscapes, and I just found myself drawing. Like I couldn't get out of the intricate part of drawing. I wouldn't just let myself go and just paint. I was like, I need to do faces. I need to do that because that's what I like to do. The first face I did in paint, I was hooked. Like it was just basically drawn with paint.
Right. I mean, you know what? Someone actually told me that a long time ago. It's like, painting is just drawing with color.
Yeah.
But then how do you do? I guess it's the same thing. Either way, you still have to do the edges, and you still kind of have to learn. That's just the difference between learning in value and then learning in chroma, or learning in.
Yeah, and the style has probably changed a little bit. How I set my paintings up because I've gotten bigger as I went on. I used to just start out with like 11 by 14s. Now it was starting to get too small for me. I need to get a little bit bigger. Had to adjust my brushes. So I know oils are different. Oil paints are much different. I can do a base, like if I do a face, I'll do the base of it, but I'll outline it like I'm drawing. But I'll set down all my base colors, whether it's the shirt, the face, the arms, the ball, whatever it is, and I'll put all that out first, and then I'll fill it in.
Right.
It's essentially because I can kind of etch and draw that, but I let all that stuff dry because you got to coat it up. Acrylics is real dense, rough, so. That's
dense?
It's dense in the term that it dries so fast.
Yeah.
It's heavy. It doesn't take much time to dry, but like I said, when you're setting a base coat or something down, I've done larger paintings now. And ironically, I don't do on canvas. I do on acrylic paper or poster board. It's just better for me. I don't, that the canvas just kind of accepts it so much. So just for my style, man, I want my base down, and then I can just essentially just draw, still use my same shadings and everything, but.
So are you painting on like birch wood, panels, canvases?
It's more like Canson, like 100-pound paper.
Oh, paper.
110-pound paper is what I initially paint on. I mean, I've done canvas paintings before, but just it's my favorite to do like the Canson or the whatever brand it is. As long as it's about 100-pound paper, it holds well for me. So
I've never actually painted on like paper like that. I've done the canvas sheets.
Yeah.
Once or twice.
Yeah.
I haven't ran through them. I do more like commissions and canvases, and here recently I've been doing like all the skateboards that you've been seeing.
That's pretty tight. Yeah,
it's just it's just different stuff. So I like you're saying, 11 by 14 starting to get too small for you. I can't even do 16 by 20s. Really, it needs to be a weird shape.
Yeah, I get it, and then, like I said, it's kind of how, because you do faces as well. Yours are real good. I mean, it's just whatever surface you're doing it on. I don't have an easel. Like I have to lean over and draw it. Most painters can set it up and, paint. I can't do that. I have to hover over it like when I was in school because that's just the only way I feel comfortable. It's kind of weird.
So you self-taught?
Yeah.
Self-taught.
Yeah.
So where'd you go to school? You graduated in 95?
I graduated Guthrie, 95. my art mentor, Miss Maribeth Gillen. She's on my Facebook. I still owe the world to her because I can remember a lot of things she would teach me back then.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
But it was kind of the same in high school. I drew on mostly poster board. I don't know if, we had those light tables and stuff, but I was like, that's cheap. I'm not doing that. So I would always I know it was, but I always got used to drawing in my space the same way. And years later, I just can't. It's not that I can't change it. I just don't want to. I can set it up and paint. It's more relaxing to me. I don't know. I just feel more into it when I'm hovering over it. And I got to get up and walk around, stretch my back.
It feels more comfortable.
Yeah.
I guess it's what you've been used to.
It's just kind of my thing. Yeah.
That makes sense, man. I love that.
Yeah.
So, I'm curious now. So, what did you graduate for, like, in your job?
As far as like, say that again.
Did you go in university after high school?
Oh, okay. No, I initially took a athletic scholarship, and my majors were commercial arts and graphic design. But man, I wasn't in class much. Like I didn't really pay too much attention. I had a scholarship to Savannah College of Art and Design out of high school, but single mom, it'd probably pay for the first year or so, and then it was just going to be, I found every reason not to, and to go play basketball, go do things I wanted to do. I remember doing a couple of pictures, literally from, say, about 95. I got married in 2005. I did a picture then. I started messing with it then, and then I stopped. And I was like, man, I'm done. It's something that nobody knows I can do. I don't feel I have a passion for it anymore. It was just something I was good at in high school.
Right.
So as far as, fast forward time to 2021, I had a desire to want to do something again. That's when I see my daughter's paint sitting up there, and she can draw and stuff. I mean, she's not every day, but she has a little skill, and I'm like, I can do that. And she's like, no, you can't do this. So it's like I was on a mission to show what I could do. So when I got her paints, and then, like I said, after that first phase, I'm hooked. Once I'm into something, I'm into it. And I knew, I was like, man, I got to change everything around. This is what I'm going to do. I'm deciding all this like in 2 weekends.
Right.
And
what year was this?
This was at the beginning of 2021.
Okay. So you've gone into doing art full time since 2021?
Yes.
Wow. Tell me about that story. Like, what is that? What's that been like?
It started out as posting what you do, because art is made to be seen, and that's perfect for us as, we want people to see our stuff, So you post up a few pictures. I'm like, well, who did that? It's like, I did that. And they're like, you can draw, you can paint. I'm like, no, I'm an artist that draws with paint. I literally didn't say I was a painter. I never took that title. I was like, so I did, Baker Mayfield, I believe. And one of my collectors actually out in Montana, she seen it and she wanted it immediately. Like, she bought it. So I was like, oh, now I'm really hooked. Like, I wasn't doing this for the sales. I was just doing this to, kind of revive what I was doing. But I was like, okay, now I got something. So that was just a little more of a taste. After that, I started doing commissions. I was getting offers to do commissions, pretty often, And I was working beer delivery. I've done beer delivery for 20 years. And at the same time I was doing art this whole time, somebody say, what do you do for a living? They didn't know what I was doing. I was like, I'm an artist. They're like, no. What do you do? What do you do for a living? Like, what's your job? I'm an artist. I just deliver beer on the side. I kept telling myself that for that year, the next 2 years. And the more I spoke it, the more action took. And it just kept just like wildfire,
So there's very strong correlation, you feel like, between you owning that in the world and
Yes.
that coming to you?
It felt like this is what it needs to be. This is the time. Before my mom had passed, which was in 2013, I remember her talking about, Keithy, I wish you'd draw again. And I'm like, yeah, Mom, I don't know, because I was so used to seeing you draw. You always had your stuff around. And I still have that picture of us that sits on my workstation of my mom. It's in the same place I had it in 21 as it is today.
Wow.
Just because I know that not to brag, but if she could see everything that I've done to this point, she'd be like, see, I told you, I knew you had it. Like,
She'd be proud of you.
Yeah, I honestly believe that. Yeah.
Man, that's really awesome. That's really awesome, man. So, okay. When did you start? Like, the first thing you feel like, when did you start becoming an artist?
I would say, I think when I become an artist, I got back into because I compete in the state fair. That was a big deal when I was in high school. That's how my art mentor would always, she would always get us exposed. We would compete with adults. I said, man, I want to go back to competing. I want to see where I stand.
Interesting.
The state fair in 22 is when I got into that, and I ended up getting best of show. I entered 3 pieces. I remember them like it's yesterday. I entered 3 paintings, and one won best of show. I got a first place, and then I got a third place on the other.
Nice.
And literally just seeing that happen just out of what I did that quick, and I'm just thinking, yeah, this is it. I've got a stage. Commissions really started going up after that. I sold all those pieces that I had at the state fair eventually, and I just got bigger. I just went bigger sizes after that. I just got bigger. But that first state fair competition was, man, that thing lit a fire under me like crazy.
I know the feeling. Like,
yeah.
When you get like were they like really big sales, or were just kind of like
they were significantly different. Not necessarily just the first one I sold, but these are people I didn't know that were wanting, these pieces. Like, hey, you did that at the fair. I'm such and such. Mm-hmm. Is that for sale? Like, yeah, it's for sale. Yeah, everything's for sale. So, and it just really just kind of, it wasn't, I don't think it was just the money. It was just the level of your art has a need. Somebody wants it.
Right.
We post a lot of times and, we'll see likes or not as many. But if it's something that you knew that you put your heart into, and that somebody can resonate with that, man, it's just like, oh, what's next? Like,
right.
I want the next person. And when you have that many different people connecting with certain different paintings, is something else. So
100%. No, I definitely relate with that, because it's floored me how many times someone's come to me and have me paint a portrait of somebody who's passed,
yeah.
And they come to you with that because where else are they going to get that? They already have 1,000 photos, They're not going to have, before up to a certain time, you can't have a robot do that. And even after that, like, who cares if you make an AI picture like that? It's not, there's no replacement.
Don't even get me started on AI, bro.
We don't even have to go there, but there's no replacement.
No.
That's the answer, is there's no replacement for traditional hand-painted, something made by a human with a story with that soul energy.
Right.
There's no replacement for it.
And you said it. Like, when somebody comes to you with somebody that's passed, dude, you feel that when you're painting, and it's like that connection that means it to them. You're feeling it just because you like I said, you're recreating that moment. It's like personal.
Right.
That's powerful, bro.
Exactly.
That's powerful, yeah.
And to hear how people relate with that piece over time as well.
Absolutely.
So, in our ability to create things that aren't there. I had a friend from college reach out to me a couple of years ago, and he had me paint a portrait with 4 figures in it.
Uh-huh.
It was his mom, his grandma, and 2 of his older brothers.
Oh, wow.
All had passed.
Oh, man.
And but he sent me about 35 photos, and then I took him from different spots. So the painting is, made him and his dad cry from what he told me. And, his family was commenting on it and saying, like, oh, you did our family right, and, just like really check. But that does not exist in a real photo anywhere.
That's
That
correct.
was a compilation that I created
Yeah.
from what he sent me. So
Yeah.
to have all those family members together
Yep.
in that photo together, you couldn't have done that otherwise.
Yeah, you custom. I do similar. Man, if I could get that many images, that'd be great. Like, because your mind starts, like, I can superimpose this with that. I did a picture, something like that, of a lady's father who passed. And I made the painting. It was, it was him. And I put 3 or 4 different phases of him inside the original big photo of him.
Oh, wow.
So, and these were moments that, he was hugging her child. She was kissing him on the face. He was playing with the dog. He was looking in on her when she was born. So when you custom stuff like that, and it was probably like 5 pictures that she sent me.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah, it was kind of like what you said, when you're imposing, you're not going to get that. AI, you're not going to get that with AI, bro. That's not art. Sorry.
No, it's not.
Sorry.
There's no replacement.
It ain't. It's not.
So, okay, now you're from Oklahoma City.
I'm originally from Wichita, Kansas, but I've been here since '88.
Oh yeah, okay, so you've been here.
Yeah, people call me a Sooner, but I don't know Sooner.
All right,
I'm a Kansas Jayhawk, but yeah, I'm here.
Man, that's what's do you have any art in galleries or anything out here?
No, I had some art downtown here at the Parlor OKC. I had some in Tulsa at not the Collective, but the Root Co-working, where they lease out business offices. I've had some down there. We do have the State Fair coming up here in like 2 months.
Did they already close applications for that?
No. They're open from July 1st to August 15th.
Oh, okay. I'm coming for that.
Come on,
show.
bro. Let's go. Let's go, bro. Let's go.
The last time I did.
Look, see, I can't escape it now. He's in. He's in.
Bro. We doing it.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I've been here, but I moved to California in 2016 after I graduated, and was out there for however long, until I came back in 2022.
Oh, that's what's up. Are you from here?
Yeah, I was born and raised here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So that's why my podcast is called Integrated OKC.
Integrated OKC. That's what's up.
You're integrating OKC. I talk to artists, musicians, entrepreneurs, key
Yeah.
people, stuff like that. So
that's awesome.
Just trying to break into what everyone's passions are, what we're doing out here, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of talent out here. So it's kind of like it'd be cool. It's cool to build a quilt.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
But the last time I did a competition was when I was actually at OSU.
Is that where you went to school?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my girlfriend did too. She
Yeah.
graduated OSU. Yeah.
Go Pokes, she's a cowboy.
Yeah, she
Cowgirl.
Yes, she is to the core. If she sees, I know she's gonna be smiling.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but I actually got my degree in biology. So.
Oh, okay.
So, it was random for me to walk in and just put in, some art in, like, it was a Native Arts Expo. Someone had seen my stuff. And,
Oh yeah. This is the place for it. Oh yeah. Yeah.
And so, but I ended up being best in show in that. But it's like,
That's
okay,
tough.
but I wasn't there for art. You know what I mean? I just have done art my whole life, and it's not going anywhere. It just had a place in my life such that it was going to be concurrent with whatever I was doing, no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Makes sense. I always like to say, man, art, I'll hashtag that a lot in my quotes. Art is inevitable because it's going to happen regardless if we were, we come out the womb drawing. Like, to me, you can teach it, but there's a part that you have to be born with. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. That's why I say it's inevitable, because it's going to happen whether I'm here, whether you're here, whether we take a break for 10 years and come back. Art is going to happen. It's inevitable. That's what makes being a part of it humbling, because it's like, dude, I got to get in. Like, it's going to happen,
Yeah. I mean, I'm of two minds on that one, because, like, of course, you have a gift or like an inclination. I feel like we're born with an inclination.
Yeah.
But then on the other side, you have to nurture that inclination, and you have to train it. You have to mentor it. You have to show it and teach it techniques and master those techniques. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Some people do have it naturally.
Yeah, I mean, that's why whenever, I was asked what art courses did you take? And it's like, I remember my art mentor from high school. She was a big help with exposing us and pushing us to do certain contests that I would have never have done, or different mediums and stuff that I probably would have never touched. I probably wouldn't be painting now had she not stayed on me. And I just remember saying, it's like, well, I probably could have been doing this the whole time, but it means more now just because it's kind of what I knew then. It's kind of what it's morphed to. So, I mean, I agree. There's no wrong with it. I know plenty of new up and coming artists that, they have an art background. They went to college. They've had art professors and they've done art studies and all that stuff. And I don't ever deny any of that. It's just, that's
not your journey.
That wasn't my path. That wasn't my journey. And to me, it makes it more fulfilling to me personally, just because I didn't have all that. Just give me a piece of paper and a pencil. Let me see what I can come up with,
Right.
So
100%.
Shout out to the ones who can, who have it like that. But,
right.
I
mean, I didn't take any classes outside of art or like high school, and then in community college, I took 2 painting classes.
That's tough.
But I wasn't even really supposed to be able to take those classes because it was part of a degree plan. And like painting is like, basically like calculus, okay, but you got to do trig and algebra and all that first. So she was like,
oh God, I would have never I'd have failed.
They were like, you need to take drawing 1, drawing 2, color 1, and color 2 before you take painting. But for whatever reason, my teacher was she allowed me to stay because she was like, let me see what you do the first day. Yeah. And if I like what you do, then you can stay in class. So she was kind of cool about it.
She probably like, man, this dude can go. He's staying.
Exactly.
That's tough.
Yeah, 100%. So
that's tough.
So that was the only really experience. Those 2 classes in community college, the only experience I had with art. Everything else, I just, like you said, you pick up a pencil and you just draw and run. And
figure it out, yeah.
So you were doing that since you were a kid as well? Is that when did you first
I can remember my first drawing, and people call me crazy. It was a garbage truck that was coming to pick up garbage from the house. I remember drawing it, the paddles behind the tires. I remember like it was yesterday. It's at my grandma's house. I couldn't have been no more than about 3 to 4 years old, but I remember drawing it. I remember exactly what I drew. I remember my Papa Smurf belt buckle. Dude, I can remember it like it was yesterday. And then, we would go, we'd be waiting on the bus or something. So I would just draw people, like we're looking out the window, stuff like that. And I just always like capturing stuff like that. And that's what my mom would always have. Paper and pencil in her purse or whatever. She'd always have my stuff ready. Go to the bus station, I've got it laid out. So, I mean, I can remember being, like I said, 4 or 5 years old doing that. Okay,
man, we love that. So, tell me about like your favorite piece that you worked on.
I would say, that's a tricky one. That's a good one. As far as a commission piece would go, no, I'll harken back to this because now my mind is spinning. Man, I've done so many pieces. I think probably that Sade that I won Best of Show in 23, I believe, is that, and the Tony I won a Best of Show with Anthony Bourdain. Those are 2 that stick out for me just because I was a huge foodie and watched Anthony Bourdain all the time, and just kind of the way the piece kind of come together, it seems kind of dark, and it just the way he's sitting, it's like I'll still go at home and look at it like, damn, like, okay, I'm still feeling that.
You still got that one at home?
Still got that one at home. The Sade I did end up selling to somebody, and that one was like, because of the colors and the way her hair was, I'm actually probably going to enter another Sade this year.
Man, you might have to, man.
Yeah, I'm thinking, but those 2 just stuck out just because, they resonate with so many people, and I just knew kind of the weight. I'm like, dude, everybody loves Sade, and every man wants to be Anthony Bourdain because he's so cool. Like, just the way they come out. Those 2 are probably some of my favorites I've done.
Do you think you'll ever sell to Anthony Bourdain?
That one was actually supposed to be sold. Some things went through on it, which I'm actually glad because I still got that one. And it's the only one that I have from those early competitions. Because all the other ones sold. So
wow.
I'm actually glad. I'm not mad that I still had that one.
You might want to hold on to it.
Yeah, it's just it's something about it. I don't know what it is. It's just, it's one of the ones I look at every time I get up. It's weird. And I don't keep much art in my room, but that one is actually in my room. So, you know.
I feel that. I had a painting that I did at Thelonious Monk that sold at Momentum, like not last year, but the Momentum in 24.
Oh, tough.
Yeah, so
that's recent. Then.
It was recent.
Yeah.
So, no, it was like 2 years ago because I'm 32, and you know 30 was like the last time you can kind of get in there.
Okay. What size was that?
4 foot by 4 foot.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh man, I bet you that thing was tough.
Oh, it was big, man. I
love that. That's tough.
It was I use the inspiration from that famous photo of Thelonious Monk where he has the keys in his eyeglasses. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I know exactly. Yeah, I know the one that you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I kind of did like a monochromatic version of that.
Oh, okay.
But I had the piece forever, you know.
So you do you paint oil?
I've been painting acrylic here recently more so, but I started my style in oil.
In oil, that's right.
But then like when you start doing it for your business, you kind of want the faster turnaround times.
Yeah.
Until I think I'm gonna dip back into oil either on a personal note or when I get to that echelon where it's like, okay, I can start.
Have you sold any pieces through oil?
Oh yeah, I've sold pieces that were oil.
That's
100%.
Cool.
Though, not in a minute, because I want them dry before I send them out.
Yeah. See, I've never done oil. I've never tried it. It was something that I was supposed to get into this year, but
I love oil, man.
I was gonna get into it, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna do it. I know it's a little, obviously they're more expensive than acrylics.
It's a little bit more expensive.
Yeah, I know
it takes longer to dry, but the colors are brighter. They stay brighter.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have that same thing with acrylic where they get darker after they dry.
Yeah, that where it goes kind of flat. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
yeah,
you have to mix lighter and acrylic to get where you want it on the thing. But in oils, it's pretty consistent from what you mixed on the thing to what it actually goes on to.
Did you do that on the wood, or did you do it on canvas?
On canvas. I haven't painted oils on wood yet, but I've done acrylic on wood.
Okay.
Acrylic used to stress me out.
Yeah, it was a little intimidating when I first started with it. It was a little intimidating for me, just because I never really, I've done watercolor. Like, that's what we did in high school. I really never messed with acrylic, so I was like, stuff's kind of permanent,
Yeah, it is. But then you figure out you can just paint over stuff. It's just layers.
Yeah, you can.
I've been having a good time using sandpaper sometimes,
mm-hmm.
and just because it, I don't know, it just knocks into the paint, and then the next layer goes on even nicer, and like sometimes I don't even really have to sandpaper it, but I'll still knock it just to get,
Yeah.
I don't know, a little something different.
Shoot, that's different. That's different.
You know what I mean?
That's different. I get frustrated the first 10 seconds. I'm like, okay, can't do it.
You don't want to hit it with no sandpaper, or just.
Yeah, I mean that's different. I mean, like I said, that's good to have that. I mean, I can remember doing a painting, and
really fine, get the really fine grade.
Real fine grade, which that it probably wouldn't be too bad. Mm-hmm. I think I can remember doing a painting, and where you said you paint over something, I got so frustrated. And I think I spent 4 hours on this painting initially, and it didn't go. I think I spilled some wash station on it because I kept my little wash station too close. And somebody's like, "Well, just paint over." I'm like, "Make it." I'm like, "No, I'm frustrated." So I just balled it up. Man, I got so mad. And it's like, dude, you probably could have done something with that and made it original. And it's like, no, not that I get, if you want to call that I was scared to do that, it just, I wasn't ready for that type of change. It's like,
I mean, if you just, like, you know, sometimes it's just where your focus is at the moment.
yeah,
So, like,
it
at
was.
that moment,
It was
you were just
dialed
focused
in.
on being a little mad about it.
I wasn't ready to accept those colors bleeding in. I was like, nah, dog.
Right. Because you had an idea. You probably spent a
It was a
lot of
print.
time
It was
trying to get
it was a
that.
Prince. So I probably could have done something real great with it. But it's like, no, it just ruined the purple. I was like, oh no. And I've never been more
But it was
frustrated.
a watercolor?
No, it was my acrylic wash station. You know,
But being
wash
the
my
painting
brushes.
you were doing, was it a watercolor painting or
No, it was
just
acrylic.
on a canvas?
It was no, it was acrylic on 100-pound paper.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, that's different though when you're painting on paper.
But it wasn't it didn't go all the way. It just went to a certain section of it. So I'm like, I was looking at it, I'm like, can I save it? And I'm like, no, I'll just be thinking about that the whole
You
time.
could have
It's like,
saved it.
I could have.
saved it, but it's all right. You know. So
Yeah, I was screwed ass. I got up, I wadded it, threw it away, went and pouted.
Right. Yeah.
Frustration, but it's
I
like,
do remember one of my art teachers saying, like, in high school, like no mistakes. There are no mistakes. Or if you do make a mistake, see if you can't flip it into something better. You know,
I mean, that's
because we're
good
gonna make
advice.
mistakes.
Oh yeah,
We're gonna fuck it up at some point.
yeah. I mean, that's good advice. Just because I see some stuff in some paintings that I've had to I've gotten way too deep, and I'm like, nah, we gotta make this eye part of the shade or something. You know,
or like, you know, I'll fuck something up, and then people will be like, I love that part of it. You
I know.
End up being people's favorite part of it.
That's what's crazy is seeing how somebody else sees it towards how we see something that we do. I'm a perfectionist. I'm real meticulous. Like I used to like to draw car engines, like shade them the perfect part to every part. And if one was 2 inches off, I would look at it and I'd say, nah, that's not. They're like, all that is gears though. Like I'm like, but to me, I can't see that as good. Like, and if that makes sense, but somebody else, like you said, somebody else will see and be like, oh, I love how you did like the flowers. I'm like, that wasn't even supposed to be there. Like, you know, so that is interesting, I guess, but perfectionist, man.
Yeah, well, that's the thing that gets us going, like further along the line than other people in the same field. So
Yeah.
you know,
Oh yeah.
it's just sometimes not healthy for the mental.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's a good motivator.
Yeah.
But it's also not always.
Yeah.
for the
Well,
mind.
artists are a little off. We all know that.
100%. You know, I try to do well around because I know I'm a perfectionist too, but I try to, like, you know, go against the grain on purpose sometimes, or go against what I think I should have to do,
Yeah.
just to keep a healthy curve.
Yeah, I could take some of that advice. Trust me, because
Otherwise, you box yourself in.
yeah.
You know, you walk around thinking what I should or should not be doing starts to be the guide of life rather than what your heart is telling
What's
you.
doing? Just go with it.
What intuition or what
Of
what
course.
your mind is telling you versus, again, the
Yeah.
shoulds and should nots are dangerous.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense. Like I said, we're a little off. Some of that I'm just gonna
I
accept.
remember a piece that, you know, I was in the Studio Discovery tour in 21 in the North Coast in California, and I was bringing all these pieces, and I had this little piece of like a monkey. Because I had just gotten back from Bali, Indonesia, so I was inspired. And the
wow.
monkey looked like he was meditating, asleep. It was like a sideways 16 by 20. So it was like his little monkey hair is all off to the side, and his face was like calm. I think he had like a blue nose or something, so the colors were cool. It was like red, like blue nose, and then green the background for the forest and everything. And I almost didn't bring it because I was like, like it's not my favorite piece. It's not my best work or whatever.
Yeah.
But I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna bring it. And that was the first piece that sold.
Oh, that's how it goes,
That was the first
man.
piece that sold. I
That's
had
how it
another
goes.
one that sold too, but somebody like that was a friend of mine, and he already had seen me working on it, and so I was like, "You can buy it, just buy it at the show,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's gonna be in the show.
Yeah.
You
Let
can't have
it
it before
relevant.
that.
Yeah. Exactly.
Can't
You
have it
want
before
this? Come on up there and
and you can get it over
yeah,
there, right?
get it. Yeah. Yeah. Get in front of everybody else.
Right.
Yeah.
I won't sell it to them. You just gotta come get it, and it's going to be in this show. So
Yeah. What show? What show was that?
it was called the Studio Discovery Tour.
Okay.
So it was like in Mendocino County in California. So it's about like 3 3.5 hours north of San Francisco on the Highway 1.
Okay, my mom's from San Bernardino.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
She grew up San Bernardino, San Fernando Valley.
Okay.
She grew up there, so.
Yeah, I got one of my friends from the coast up there that I met up there is from San Bernardino.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it was a lot of circulation.
Oh, tough.
But no, it was cool. They sent like 15,000 brochures up and down the coast of California.
Oh,
like,
wow.
So you had people coming from LA, San Bernardino.
Oh, man,
San
that's a good one.
Diego, obviously, the Bay Area and elsewhere.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Come to the coast to go into the Sea Ranch houses, Wallala, and really just see all the artist studios. So it was kind of like, again, there was maybe like 30 or 40 artists on the tour.
Oh, okay.
So you would actually go to their studio.
Oh, wow.
And it was like a whole couple of weekends where...
Man, that would have been something I'd love to see, man.
Oh, so cool.
God, I'd love to see something like that. God, that's crazy.
Well, yeah, you gotta go. They do it every year.
Yeah,
But, you know,
I'm gonna definitely make a track. I'm definitely gonna. I could do better with trying to travel. Man, I've been so set with just here, and it's just like, I love this place, but it's like, I want to kind of go see what I can do certain other places where other people have going.
Where would you want to go?
Initially, Colorado. I like the mountains and stuff up there. I mean, I love the weather.
You like a little bit colder, like you said.
Yes, yes, love it cold. At 80 degrees, I'm already sweating and,
Oh yeah,
and fussing. So,
I just got back from Arizona. I was loving it. I was like, I could be out there.
well, I mean, the heat's different too. It's not like humid. It's just hot.
Right.
you know.
It's funny the different people we all are.
Oh yeah,
Like, I
yeah.
cannot stand the cold. Can't
See,
do it.
yeah, I am. Man, I'm a polar bear. Polar bear.
You brought up Colorado and I brought up Arizona.
I know. Yeah,
Immediately.
you already know. You already know what it is.
It's like, I'm cool.
I could take that 100. I could take Anchorage, Alaska weather like
Right.
extremes.
I'm cool, but not in Fahrenheit. I prefer Arizona or the islands or something.
You're most people, especially around here. You're most people, and that's good. That's good.
I think my DNA, I'm mixed. I think my DNA is like on some Mediterranean diet.
Well, see,
DNA.
what's weird is I'm Haitian American, but I can't take the heat. Like, it's like, man, it's island stuff down there. That's all it is. It's right off the, kind of. Yeah. It's off the equator, but I'm like, nah, it gets to Haiti, I start shrinking. They're like, you're not a real Haitian.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just the house version.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a house Haitian. That's hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
You need to make that a shirt.
I know. Haitian
you
painter,
make
the
up
house
stuff.
Haitian, baby.
I like that. I like that. If you don't mind, I might jack the art is inevitable one because I like that.
Bro, it just resonates. It's just so commonplace to me. It's what I've been saying for a long time. So it's like, it is. It's not just me. It's just everybody. Art's gonna keep going.
Mm-hmm. I might do a special version of Integrated OKC T-shirts for that. That'd be cool.
Dude, that'd be tough. I'd be your first customer on that. I
Hey,
promise you. No,
absolutely.
seriously,
No,
do
I
it.
might
Do
release.
it.
I'm doing that this month, actually. Shoot.
Okay.
Do a little pre-order.
You got it here on tape. I gotta do it. So yeah.
It'll say art is inevitable.
Oh, bro,
And
dude.
then it'll have
That'd be cool.
My logo for my podcast somewhere fun.
I'd sport that out to the fair, baby.
Hey,
I
that's what I'm
promise.
talking about.
I promise.
And then the other one's gonna say House Haitian.
Yeah,
I
baby.
think,
Keep it
honestly,
at 65.
That's funny. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like I think that would be really interesting in comparison to what's happening with it in Brooklyn or just recently, and then forcing out law enforcement. So
Oh yeah.
it's huge. Like they got that independent streak, so
Yeah.
I mean, I could probably utilize that. And I've been thinking of doing some political art here recently.
And dude, that'd be powerful. That'd be
You know,
tough.
just some powerful stuff.
That'd be powerful, man. That'd be powerful.
It's like we forget how much we're able to do as artists visually. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes it is nice to just make a pretty picture, but sometimes a picture says 1,000 words.
It does.
And if
You're
you have a
correct.
perspective that hits heavy, then maybe you might want to put that out there and not be afraid of that power.
Speaking of that, I seen the Kendrick Lamar that you did on the skateboard.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that was cold. Like,
Oh, thanks.
I did one around the Super Bowl halftime, and I remember I was like, "Hey, this has got to happen, man." You know, it had Kendrick Lamar at the top, and it had like the map of Africa going through it. And it had Uncle Sam, like the Samuel L. Uncle Sam at the bottom with his colors on, red, white, and blue, kind of pointing his finger. And then I did Malcolm X, like in black and white stippling underneath it. So it kind of fused everything together. And I remember that was, if you want to say, it wasn't controversial, but it was a statement. Like what he made, and it was very viable.
Right.
Peaceful as ever, but just on the stage. And I remember doing that painting after that. And I had so many people reach out about, you know, man, I'd never done anything, I guess, like, you know, where it said powerful that, you know, when race and stuff was involved. And it was like, dude, I still got that. And I think that's going on the fair. I don't care what it does. I just want to be seen.
I mean, like I said, it doesn't have to be, controversial,
No.
but it can be powerful.
It was powerful to me. Yeah, it was powerful. And like I said, when I seen your Kendrick, I was like, yeah. I remember doing one, he had the crown on with his dreads kind of flowing. So not like he was acting like Jesus. He just had the crown of thorns on.
On yours? On your
Yeah,
piece?
on the one I did. It's just like, you know, that's powerful to me. Just all the symbolism and kind of what that stood for. That went over a lot of people's heads. It's like, it was peaceful. It was just, you know, Drake got shot up in it, which is cool. So he got busted up. So
yeah, man, it is really, really, really interesting. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like up to this point, personally, I've been just working on the craft, like, you know, working on technique, just trying to find my style,
yeah,
find like my niche.
yeah.
Like, you feel like you found yours?
I mean, I feel I have with my style. Just when somebody sees it, they'll say, "If I see yours, I know that you painted it." Like, it's just different. This isn't a brag. This is just my style. And somebody said, "You have a style. Like, this is yours," because I put a lot of stippling in my art without just the painting in the backgrounds, but I stipple every little inch of the piece to where you can see it has a flow to it. And man, I just started really kind of running with that more this year. Like, you can really see it heavy, like in a lot of the pictures. If you just look real close, it's like a stippling pattern. There's a pattern to every face. It has a pattern, you know, and that's kind of where, you know, I kind of mix that because I learned stippling. I remember in art class, I used to do a lot of it, but fused with paint, it just works so well for me. It makes it pop for some reason. It makes the picture kind of come alive.
Okay.
Know?
So, man, like, what's your biggest artwork?
As far as
Size.
oh boy, no, it ain't nothing to what you did.
Okay.
I would say 20 by 24 is kind of the sweet spot. I mean, I utilize all the tools that I have. I bought out to get a bigger format for my commissions because, like I said, I do a number of them. So when I started offering bigger sizes, I obviously do prints and everything, and I think I print up to a little bit bigger than 20 by 24, 13 by 19s.
You have like a home printer or something?
Yeah, I have one in my studio, a little Epson Echo Tank. I know the whole acronym of it.
Oh,
8550.
Awesome. I need to get something for prints.
And I can print various sizes from matte to glossy, but 20 by 24 originals I started offering end of last year. And I said, I'm going through the stock. Like, I'm not wasting anything. So 20 by 24 is kind of where I'm at. I've been thinking about doing bigger, but I'm just going to get through this competition or whatever, and
Good call.
we'll see what happens, you know.
Man, I love that. So tell me a little bit about your influences. Who you like draw some of your influences from artistically?
As far as like somebody in the past or just something that inspires me.
I mean, yeah, sometimes you look at, like I say, for example, I could look at my work and I know that I've pulled from different artists, even though I haven't gone and learned from them, but I've seen their work and been like, I like this about that, or I like this vibrancy I want to take from that.
It would be Van Gogh. If you look at Van Gogh,
see that.
if you look at his style, he used a lot of hatching, he used, what I call stippling. It might have been hatching. He had a pattern to his art, and it was defined, but it was not messy, but it was defined, but everything was patterned. You could see everything had a flow to it.
Mm-hmm.
And his directly, when he had the exhibit down here, I don't know if you went to that.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't go to it, but I know they have it.
Yeah, and it showed a lot of his stuff up close, and it's like, that would probably be who it was.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I could see that
straight
for sure
out
in your work, like, you know.
Appreciate it, man.
Like some of those different, but that's what I mean. So you answered the question perfectly.
Yeah, that would be
So
be
like, oh yeah, I like this art, and I can clearly see that reflected in your work.
Yeah, appreciate
but some of those,
that.
Like it's like abstract. It's like there, but abstract.
Yeah,
Type.
yeah, appreciate it. And in
The
no
movement and
way,
emotion.
shape, or form am I Van Gogh.
Oh,
And
nobody's
just,
saying that. But,
if I could, if I had some parallel, that would be who I'd be trying to
right.
as far as have emulating styles.
I mean, because when we say that we have like an inspiration from someone, it's not to say like, oh, I'm trying to look up to this artist or say that I'm that artist, but like,
Yeah.
you know, to say like I respect or enjoy or
Of course.
that something aspect of their work, and I want to see that kind of reflected or see what I do. Because in my opinion, it doesn't matter if I try to copy Van Gogh word for word, stroke for stroke. It's still gonna come out through the filter of my arm.
Yeah,
It's gonna come out through the filter of my brain, my eyes, the way the color spectrum I can see. Because
Exactly.
we can, you know, we all have the same range, but some people's colorblind.
have you ever redone a famous painting?
No, I
I
haven't done
haven't
that.
either.
I think I sort of accidentally did recently. I did this piece of a musician named Chapel Roan, and she's a female. She's looking over the back of her shoulder, but it looks a lot like the girl with the pearl earring. So, you know, but it's just super, you know, like a modern version of it on a skateboard.
Yeah. See, I just don't want to disrespect one. I just don't. I'm like, I've looked at like doing something like that, but I'm like, no.
I mean, doing a copy and then doing like a inspiration is two different things.
Two different things.
I think if you're doing an inspiration, it's like you're doing something original. You're taking it, you're making it your own.
Yeah.
And you're taking the concept and paying homage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like,
Giving
like,
it respect. Like not
you
trying
listen to hip hop.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know how many artists after, well, the 80s and 90s or whenever it was, like this, like that, y'all. You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And they just repeat that. Why?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's paying homage to
Oh, of
people
course.
before.
Yeah.
You know. So
Yeah.
I think that.
Yeah, that's a good comparison. I was about to say like Kobe and Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe studied Mike's game. Mike is the greatest, but if you want to get something that he's just like him, like, you know, but he studied him so well, and what they did was art. So it's like, yeah, why not try and be like the best, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but yeah, just paying respect.
Or at least, you know, try to emulate the best.
Emulate the best,
Emulate
yeah.
the best. You're still going to do your own thing. You're going to make different decisions at the end of the day than Van Gogh made.
Oh yeah, he had a tough life too. he had a time, boy. I didn't have a time too, but he had a time.
Right.
Yeah, I get it. It's different.
Do you feel like those times that made you who you are?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, especially with the struggle, because I remember talking to somebody on Facebook about this, about, you know, everything can't be seamless, even with sales. I remember when I officially quit my job and I started doing it full time. It's like, I believe that first week, man, I don't think I made a cent, bro. Like, and I'm just kicking out work and I'm just thinking, damn, this is it. Like, all right, let's go. Where's all that support? It's like, if I didn't have that, I had to succeed. Like, there's no fail.
Well, what do you think was instrumental in your success? Because, I mean, you being able to continue to do full-time art since 22?
Actually, technically, I retired from my job in December. This last December, I started doing art while I was working. Like, I set up my studio and everything, and I was working 11-hour days.
Mm-hmm.
I'm painting 6 hours till midnight. I'm getting up at 4 a.m, painting 2-3 hours before I go get on a truck, and I rinse and repeat. I mean, I did that for 2 years, but I knew in my mind, I said, I can't continue to give all my time to this 9 to 5. I can't do it. how are you gonna pay your bills? How you gonna do this? Your daughter's going to college, and your son's about to graduate. It's like I can't think about all that. I'm gonna take care of what I need to take care of, and I had enough means and stuff set up to where I could do that. But had I not quit, I didn't quit. Had I not retired, I would still be doing the same thing. I'd still be running a rat race and stretching myself thin. And it's like, until you give that up, and then you're waking up and the first thing you're doing is art, and you have to do it. Like, this is what I want to do. This has to work. Like, there's no going back to me. This is what I'm supposed to do. This is what I was born to do. So you're going to go through the struggles. And it's just going to motivate you. When you see the sales and stuff, I know those are going to come, and it's not being cocky. Those are going to come, but it's those times when they don't. Man, you got to stay even keel. You got to be as excited about it as when you're not making nothing, as when you're having a really good month or two.
Yeah.
You have to be as excited then. So that's just how I have to look at it,
Because, the next thing will come. It always does.
It always does.
Like
Same.
Right when you need it, you're like, oh,
same, bro.
Like,
Same.
Somebody will send you a message. Like, oh,
yep. I was literally just about to say that. You'll be laying there and be like, oh, okay. All right.
Somebody got a Zelle account.
Oh, there's a deposit already. Okay, cool. yeah, good. And it's like, damn, I needed that, but okay, cool. Yeah, those moments when they're not coming, man, it's like, stay even keel with it. Side hustle, do what you got to do, DoorDash, whatever, I'm going to do everything to keep it funded, but it's got to keep happening.
So is that how would you suggest to any like artist or somebody who's trying to transition from 9-to-5 rat race to full-time art? What do you think they should have in place first before they consider to make that change?
Definitely see it as a business rather than just a hobby, something that you like to do, because you're going to be doing things at times that you don't want to do it. And that's not down on any of your clients. Just, you're going to have to do a commission of something, and you're going to have to get it finished. Like, everything's not going to be on your time. Like, you're still going to have to grind. Like, it has to be in you. Like, it has to be a passion. You can't just say, I love to draw for a living, I love to paint for a living, till you're really doing it and you see it as a business, and you have to line it up that way. Make sure that you have that in you, that passion in you to do it. And I just say, oh, well, he's doing it, I wonder how. You got to kind of jump into it, but you got to be ready to take those, I'm not making no sales, nobody's liking my pics. I done set up a gallery and a scent showing, and I don't have any numbers yet. It's like, you got to be willing to swallow that. If you can swallow and take that kind of stuff now, you can do that without a job, because those are coming. Those times will happen. I don't care what artists are out, how successful they are. All of them have seen that. There's no end game. It's you just keep going.
Right.
So I mean, I would say you better have the passion, and you better have a strong stomach, because it ain't all just the sunshine or rainbows.
I heard that sometimes it's in the red.
It's in the red. That's right. And you need those times. You need those times, because then it'll show you, man, do I really want to do this, or let me go hop behind a desk, which is easy to do. And I just said, I got to take that out of the equation, because I use that as a crutch.
Right. 100%. I've used that as a crutch in the past as well. So
and
that's really good advice, man. I really appreciate that, and I hope that all the people who will be able to listen to the words of wisdom that you put down will put that towards their life as well, and enjoy the story that you gave today. So it was really awesome.
Appreciate it, man.
I appreciate you coming through.
No, I appreciate you, Wes.
100%. Absolutely.
Awesome, man. I appreciate you.
And we have one last part of the podcast that I learned from a different podcast.
Okay.
question now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you know what
So
you're doing.
you get to ask the previous guest. And I got this from Diary CEO, so I'm just I ain't gonna hide it and tell you where I got it from. So the last guest leaves a question for the next guest, and then you secretly leave a question for the next one.
Okay.
So the last question is, where do you see your work 5 years from now?
Where do I see my work 5 years from now?
That's what the last guest left you.
Damn, that's a good one. The 5-year plan. Personally, a lot of things are internet bound now. Even a lot of the galleries and stuff are where they're at. For some reason, I want to have a brick and mortar studio. I want to have my own. I want to have my own brick and mortar studio where I can have a gallery within my studio. I believe it's possible. I believe it'd be time for something like that.
I think so too.
I really do, and I think it'd be, even using all the tools with the internet, and a lot of galleries and stuff are there. I just see having a brick and mortar gallery.
Let me know when you do that. I was just on Threads, and somebody in Idaho, she got her own studio and gallery and doesn't teach in there, and she just makes her art and sells it, and that's it. That's all she does. $100,000 a year. Damn, is what she said in Idaho.
Idaho, that's crazy.
And I don't know that Idaho is like a high.
I know,
she's
and that's
a small
just
town.
That's crazy.
So
that's crazy.
I mean, hey, yeah, it's
that's what I would see.
So brick and mortar studio. That's
absolutely.
In the next 5 years.
Absolutely. And it might be before 5 years, but at least 5 years. I better be there.
Okay.
I better be there.
I think you'll be there, bro.
Man, appreciate it.
You got it.
Appreciate it,
So,
bro. Appreciate
go ahead and leave your question for the next guest.
All right.
Make sure I get my pen back too.
Yeah, because I'm real slick with putting them suckers in my pocket.
I know, I see though. But there's a lot of sunlight.
I don't have to tell the question, do I?
No, you don't say it. I prefer you not to, actually.
That's a good one.
Because you don't know who you're asking.
I know. That's a good question. I think so much of stuff like this. I'm just like,
you ask anything, really.
I know. Okay. My penmanship is terrible. I don't know how. Master line control penmanship is out of control.
It's fine. I'm not tripping.
You can read it though. I
can read it from over here, sort of.
You got good eyes.
Well, it's
that's some 30s.
Down,
that's some 30s for you.
Yeah, 100%. I kind of feel like you probably gonna ask something deep.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's a search level.
Well, I guess this is pretty deep because it'll be personal to whoever I ask it to. Like everybody's answer is gonna be different.
That's true.
It's gonna be specific, but it'll be different.
Specifically personal.
Man, why? I like that though.
Me too. That's why I jacked it.
I like that. Caught me off guard. Like, oh shit, I don't know.
Oh, that's awesome. I like that. That's cool. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, man, I really appreciate you coming on. This has been Integrated OKC. I'm your host, Wesley Luster, and this is
Keith Luke.
Thank you all for being here, and we'll see you on the next episode.